B.
Annyeonghaseyo. I'm Aimee B.
We're AB squared.
AB squared. We're going to talk about the A's and B's of K-pop.
Yeah.
Just like always.
And her hair and makeup didn't show up
It does.
still.
I don't look good today. It's fine. It's fine. I'm over it. You know what? I have a good spirit. Right?
LOL.
I'm lovely inside.
Oh,
yes,
now
you.
that is insightful.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, let me tell you a piece of news that I recently heard about. Okay, so 23/11/07, that's how they write the date in Korea, the Republic of Korea. So
that's how they write the date everywhere in the world but here.
Okay, not here, right. ROK new defense minister Shin Won-suk during parliamentary budget committee hearing said, "In my opinion, BTS diligently fulfilling their military duties, just like other Republic of Korea soldiers, conveys a positive message to the public, and it's also a right thing to do. Therefore, I've given instructions that from this point on, celebrities entering military should not be given any other tasks besides their assigned military duties." So, once again, BTS paves the way. Because there was talk about, like, oh, they should host a concert, they should blah, 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 they should be in commercials, blah, blah, blah. And my BTS guys were like, I'm just going to do my job.
Yeah.
So now that this guy is like, yep, that's the way it should be, and we're going to have it be that way from now on. So now BTS has saved all of the Korean celebrities from having to do weird stuff.
Well, I will tell you that it is true. So when, again, superjunior when he talks about, at some point he talked about his experience, and they had him making phone calls to his spirits, to their family, and and using him for all of these things that were totally inappropriate. So yeah, that line is absolutely has a history of being crossed and then being used in completely incorrect ways of higher, personnel within the military. So yeah. I'm glad for that, because I think that's, one thing that led to Etuk's mental health decline in the military. But I'm glad that it got some exposure. Along those lines, my news then is I don't remember names, and I don't have my phone is recording, so I can't look up.
Sorry,
stuff.
Yeah.
But
you're the tech director.
That's sad because
AV Club.
This is not great tech.
Did they have Navy Club in your high school?
Maybe, I don't know.
Wasn't you? Okay.
It wasn't me. Honestly, I had a friend who's like, I haven't watched her stuff. I keep forgetting. And then I showed her something, and she's like, "Oh, you're not really paying attention to your set or whatever." And I was like, "No, did I tell you this was a professional job?"
Listen, I kind of cleaned up. That's what I want you to know.
Okay. So the story is that then also along those lines with BTS and not with the military was that, BTS has done so much for Korea, and the exemptions that are currently allowed are for athletes, but they should have been Olympic athletes.
Yeah. And
classical musicians.
Right.
I don't quite get that. But the athletes I get, but they said that some athletes were getting exemptions not because they were in the Olympics, but they were in Asian Games, which was never the intent.
Yeah.
And so, this thought of idols do so much for Korea, they shouldn't be going to the military at all. Da, 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 da. And so whoever is in charge in the military, not in their government, basically said, all right, no one gets exemptions anymore.
Is that for real?
Mm-hmm. I don't know if that was just his proposal, or if he's like, yep, that's, fine. Then so I like this though, instead of expanding the exemptions, he's like, okay, you know what? Nobody qualifies. Why would a classical musician get an exemption from service?
Well, I think maybe if it's a classic, if they are providing, saving the history of Korea.
That's
the
not
specific culture of Korea.
That's not part of
but
the
criteria. They're not exempted. They're they still have to do service.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have to do 400 hours of
but
speeches
not in the
at
military.
schools and stuff like that. Right.
Not
But
in
they
the military.
still have to do service for them.
But the reason I get Olympic athletes is because their time period of them actually being productive athlete is very contingent upon their age, right? Which is when they have to go in the military. Classical musician can play their instruments, when they're decrepit, right? So I don't get the classical musician part, but I like that it's you know what? all of this thing of like, how do you then set criteria? Is every idol exempt? Or is it just special ones? And
well, there was.
So we're just going to say, no one's exempt
Okay, fine,
anymore.
just everyone go.
And because a lot of the athletes were getting exemptions that really never really should have qualified. Because they weren't Olympic level athletes, they were Asian games, which is not necessarily the whole thing too, was like promoting the good of Korea. Like promoting Korea out there, like the way BTS has done.
Yeah. So another thing somebody mentioned in one of my group chats or whatever, wherever I get people
is
from.
whining about military exemptions too.
The dog is mad about playing fetch or mad about this.
Nasty.
Okay, so somebody brought my attention to a K-drama. You are not going to watch it. It's called DP. It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
I started watching it. DP is what is it called when you like give up on your military thing?
Decommission?
No, like you run away.
Oh, you AWOL?
Yeah, but there's another
word with a D? I don't know.
You desert it. Deserted?
Deserted, yes.
Desertion Patrol or something like that. That's what DP stands for. So the show's on Netflix. It's called DP, and it's about military service. But it's about bullying in the military, and then all the deserters, like there is a special group that goes and gets the deserters and makes them come back or finds them or whatever. And I started to watch it, and it's so mean. Like the bullying is so mean, and it's not like violent necessarily. I mean, it kind of is violent, but it's just like, why are they putting this guy through this? You know. So I'm not gonna watch it. But there, you know, people who have seen it are saying like, oh, this is really indicative of the kind of bullying that happens in the military and da. My friend said, don't worry about your celebrities because they're treated well in the military. Everybody likes them and everyone's watching them. And I hope that's true. I mean, I don't want anyone to be bullied. Like, don't bully people.
No, I've said this before. I don't know if I said it on the podcast, but the worst bullies are adults.
Yeah, don't bully people. Don't do that.
Kids are bad. The worst bullies are adults.
Don't do physical bullying. Don't do mental. Don't do cyberbullying, right? Yeah, if somebody sends you a funny joke by text message, just write back and appreciate that.
LOL.
LOL. Oh, that's insightful. I appreciate you thinking of me to send me this.
That's a lot. See, like, I say LOL a lot to you on text, and I get no credit for it.
Oh, no, I haven't complained about you lately. Like, before today, I haven't complained about you. But today, a lot. Okay?
Before today, like, what? For the last 2 days, you haven't complained about me.
For the 2 days when I didn't see you, there was no complaining. I wasn't even complaining behind your back. Okay, so military service. Don't watch that K-drama because...
Okay, I won't.
It's too...
We already talked about like gruesome, hard stuff. Like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily want to be, like, taken away into, like, some fairyland, but... I'm very empathetic, which is odd because I'm also not that nice. And so... there are certain things I can't handle because it makes me feel very uncomfortable because I feel feelings of empathy. And I'm like, I don't want to live
your entire life to avoid feelings. Why start now?
That's not true. I hit my feelings head on. But I also know what my triggers are and what I like then come away feeling crappy.
Okay, see?
I still don't really like people, but...
Right. I hear you.
You know, I'm selective. So if I do like you, you should feel really good about yourself.
I do. Every day I remind myself, oh, Aimee Berry.
Oh! We're totally keeping that in.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I apologize. How do you say sorry? Oh, me oh my.
Miyane.
I think
what is miyomai?
It's how you say I'm sorry in Korean.
No, it's not.
Miyane.
Miyomai.
Money. I'm
Miyane.
very sorry.
Miyane.
Miyane. I'm very sorry. Okay. Guys.
Okay, so
If you know what? If we film one more episode in which you're sitting there in this shirt and I'm sitting there with this hair, don't watch it. These are the worst. We just are getting them out of our system. We've come so far. I think we've really improved as podcasters, and then lately it's just not been good.
define lately. Just
The
today?
last 2 episodes.
Today.
Every episode with my hair looking like this. Every episode with my hair like this. It's been bad. Okay, love you. Saranghae.
No, what's our word of the day?
Adios.
You have to do a Korean word.
I'm not. There are no Korean words for this.
I'm sure there are. Okay, I have like a series of words. So
Okay, let's hear. Let's do it.
if you were gonna say something, I think that's really far away, versus from me, like that's really far from me. This is like midway from me, and this is here.
Okay.
Do you know what they are?
No.
Okay, so really person-like thing, really far away is jogi,
Joki.
and then a little bit closer, gogi.
Goki.
And what else is gogi?
Meat.
Yeah, but I don't know if they're spelled the same.
Yeah.
Here, yogi.
Yogi.
Jogi, gogi, yogi.
Jogi, gogi, yogi.
So I say a lot to the dogs because they're multilingual. Yogi, here, yogi.
So okay. Now I have a thing. I have a thing to tell you. I sent you this the other day. It was compound words in Korean, which we've talked about before. Eye water, which is tear.
Which is what is
noon,
it?
Mu.
Moon.
That means eye water. That means tear. Gogi is meat. If you say mul gogi, that is water meat, which means fish. Did you know that one? Or did you see that thing I sent you?
I did both.
What were the other ones?
So one that I was gonna say for one of my words, but I keep forgetting about is moksori. So mok is neck.
Okay.
Soli is noise, sound. So
Coughing.
moksori is voice.
Oh, voice. Oh. Coughing.
Well, no, I guess it could be, but so mok sound. You can do that with your hand. So your hand is son. Fingers sonkarak. Hair, modi. Or your head is modi. Hair is modikarak. Your
Things that grow out of your
like your
appendage.
and then your toes are your foot is pal and your toes are palkarak. And same thing with like necklace. It's like so mokarak is so it's like that one I'm not sure about. I might take that one back. But there's all that kind of stuff. So when you see the patterns, which is what I resonate with. Oh, I wanted to tell you I might be a little close to finding a Korean speaking button.
Okay, good. I hope so.
You've been no help on that front.
I have asked, and I have not been helped. I have not come through. Well, that's exciting. Good. I hope that happens.
So do I.
So some of the other compound words that I can remember are if you say day, sleep, that's how you say nap.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know the words. If you say sleep, clothes, that's how you say pajamas.
Oh, it's closed.
Oh,
I don't know what sleep. I thought sleep was cha, but I think it's something else.
oh, sleeping. Cha da.
To sleep.
I'm supposed to remember, but I don't remember.
So cha is the dictionary form of the verb. Da means to sleep.
Yeah.
And then you have to know if it's a da verb or a hada verb.
I don't know that.
And that's how you conjugate them by knowing that.
Okay, I hope you get a Korean language friend.
Why? So I stopped talking to you
Yeah,
about
these
it.
useful conversations with them. Because you just tell me and you're like, right? I'm like, right. I don't know anything. Okay, listen. Do you have any music awards to do?
Okay, what's a song when you hear that you could listen to over and over and over?
Yeah. I was just listening to a song over and over and over. You do. You start.
Okay, so because I drive a lot for work during field months, it's cold now, so I'm not. But so I just listen to my Korean playlist, and I have 2 songs that I'm like, I finished too soon. So one is, and I've said this before on one of the podcasts, is "Happier" by a bunch of artists with SM Town and Yesung from Super Juniors in that group. And so is somebody from EXO and NCT and I was last Christmas or last December's SM Town concert, and they did collabs.
Mhm.
Happier with you. That's one I listened to. That. But another one that I totally love and is again oldie by Big Bang called "Still Alive." And I'll put the link in there. And I just the rapping part is really and so I'll never learn the words and stuff. But I totally dig it, and I just listen to it over and over and over.
Nice.
Kind of at one point I'm like, okay, I should probably move on because I like the sound of it a lot. So
the other day a song was on and I was like, I love this song. What song is it? And it took me a minute to figure it out. And when I realized it was Euphoria by Jungkook, and I just think it's pretty.
it is pretty.
So there you go, Euphoria by Jungkook.
Okay.
That's not very innovative of me. It's one of his just beloved regular songs.
Why does it have to be
It's not innovative. It's not. I'm saying it's
What
not.
makes
I'm saying get off my case. It's not innovative.
but
That's
what
I'm
makes
saying.
something innovative of
I
your
don't know.
song choice?
If it was a song that was like, oh, I just discovered this. I'm the first one to hear it. I'm not. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm not. Love you, JK. You're doing great. You are doing great.
Teba. Hey, 안녕.
안녕. 안녕하세요. Goodbye.